All right, ladies, I've been getting a ton of questions about period cravings, why we get them, how do we manage them. So, I'm going to do a general overview about it now, and you can also find further details on my blog post, my website, strongsweetcaroline.com. So, first off, why are we getting period cravings? So, if we take a look at the menstrual cycle, we know that it's controlled by hormones that are being transmitted from our brain. So, different phases of our cycle, those hormones are going to be at different levels because of the different phases our body is going through to try to produce a baby. So, ultimately, when that happens, we are going to see a fluctuation of the different hormones, specifically right before your period, coming out of the luteal phase into the menstrual phase. You're going to have a spike in progesterone, and this is caused from the corpus luteum that was the egg hoping to get fertilized. It's starting to be expelled from the body. When this is happening, your body is increasing the amount of energy that is going into this process. And you're also going to be feeling like, your hunger level is going to increase because of this increased energy that the body is trying to do. So, a lot of times, that is when we're going to get some cravings. Cravings are actually one of the most common PMS symptoms. So, it's usually like the week before or the first couple of days of your period when you're getting these cravings. Now, there are a few ways that you can control that through lifestyle and changing the way that you eat, train, and live in the different phases of your period and through every month, because we're not like men. Men can do every single thing every single day the exact same way. They don't have a menstrual cycle or an infradian rhythm that they're trying to manage their hormones with. So that's why if you read productivity books that are focused on, creating a system every single day is the same, it doesn't work for women like that. Now, I digress. So, our cravings essentially mean that we have some type of imbalance in those hormones or a type of nutrient deficiency. So, a lot of the most common cravings are either like sugars, like chocolate, salty foods like pastas, steak. A lot of women crave caffeine, coffee, and most of the time, these are from those specific deficiencies. And there's actually studies now saying that, and actually one study, 97% of the women were getting cravings, and it wasn't because of menses or their bleed. And so when we put that into account, we know that some of these specific foods that we're triggered by are high in certain vitamins. For example, chocolate, great source of magnesium. Now, it needs to be dark chocolate, and I typically recommend 70% or higher. No added sugars or very minimal added sugars, non-dairy as well, to get the most magnesium, but also those beneficial antioxidants that we're going to need in our body to maintain the repair and cellular processes that our body goes through every single day. So that's just one example. And then on the salt side, say you're craving potatoes or pasta, that could be a sign of blood sugar imbalance, and you might need to up your vitamin B and eating different foods that are rich in vitamin B, like sweet potatoes, nutritional yeast. You also might be needing some trace minerals from different foods. So those are just a few examples, and like I said, I dive in even further in my blog post, so go check that out and let me know, what are you craving during your period most, and how do you overcome it? So like I said, there's a few tricks that I like to add in of certain foods. You shouldn't ever feel like a food is bad. The way that food's processed is bad, and the way that certain foods out there are prepared for us to eat can be unhealthy for us. That's where I think people go the wrong way. So, like I said, these are just a few tips of the trade and things to look out for. And you can heal your cravings. It just takes time and changing your lifestyle, changing your eating habits for the better. And, we're all on this journey together. So reach out, let me know how I can help, and would be glad to serve as more of a resource for you or a coach if that's what you need.